students, today we're going to review what we learned yesterday with the focus steps. Let's use our hand signal to remind us of what are the steps for the focus strategy. And take out your cue cards and let's look at those. So the F means to free your mind from distractions. The O means to organize yourself. The C is check the expectations and get started. The U is use help wisely. And then the S, the thumbs up, is to supervise yourself. Good, great. Now let's use the hand signal for the task sub-steps. Remember what those were? So put your finger to your brain to say, think before asking for help. It's the finger to your forehead. Ask at the right time. Put your finger on your lip. Signal and work while waiting. And then know what to say. Be prepared and know what to say. So today I am going to model the strategy for you. And when I don't have a hat on, I will be the teacher. And when I have this little cowboy hat of my grandchild's, I will be the student. So you'll know which role I'm playing in my model. So I want you to look at cue card number 10 while I'm doing this to make sure that I am using all of the steps of the focus strategy and that I'm using all of the steps in the sub-strategy of using help wisely. So keep track of that just to see where you can see me using these strategies. Okay, so I am going to leave the room for a minute and come in as the student. Okay, I'm here, getting ready for whatever assignment my teacher's giving me. Now I'm the teacher. So yesterday we learned how to write simple sentences. Today I want you to practice writing simple sentences on your own and be sure to use the two formulas that we talked about yesterday. And I've written the directions on what I want you to do today, and I'll keep these up in the front of the class. So you're writing simple sentences using those two formulas. First, I want you to write 3 sentences with 1 subject and 2 action verbs. So write 3 different sentences, 1 subject, 2 action verbs. Then I want you to write 3 additional sentences using 2 subjects and 1 action verb. Make sure that you're using the formula that we discussed yesterday, okay? What questions do you have? I'd like you to get started. Okay, I need to get started. Okay, remember the focus strategy we just learned. So the first step of the focus strategy is to free my mind of distractions. Wow, I'm thinking about the baseball game tonight, and I'm really excited about it because I know we're going to win, but you know what? I can worry about that later, and I can think about that maybe during lunch or after school or right before the game. Now I need to concentrate on my writing assignment because she's given me the assignment. So I am going to, first I freed my mind now, focus on the writing assignment. Now I'm going to organize myself, and I brought in all these books. Some of them I really don't need, and actually all that I need for this assignment is a piece of paper and my pen. So I'm going to put the rest underneath my desk, and I'll keep my paper here, and so I don't need to bother with the other work or get distracted by that. And then I'm going to check the expectations and get started. Now I'm going to look at the learning community expectations. Okay, I was good at that. I'm following directions. Well, I better work promptly and stay on task. Okay, I need to listen. Well, I did listen while the teacher gave the assignment. I did well on that. I need to signal to speak, so if I have questions, I always use respectful language and just keep my hands and feet to myself, not bother my neighbor. Okay, if I do need help, I've got to remember to raise my hand. Now I need to get started, so I'll put my name. I always have to remember to put my name on the paper. And I want to finish before lunch so I can get out. Ooh, okay, I'm having a little trouble with remembering what the two formulas were. I kind of finished my first 3 sentences, but now I'm struggling with the 2 subjects and 1 action verb. I can't think of action verb. So I'm not sure what to do. So I need to go to the use strategy, which reminds me to use help wisely. Okay, I got the first 3 done, so I was pretty good at that. So I think those are okay. Those are fine. The problem as I see it is I don't know how many subjects or action words I should use in my second sentences. You write 3 sentences, 2 subjects. What does that really mean? I can't remember exactly what she wants us to do. So I am going to make sure I ask. I'm thinking about it, but I just can't figure it out on my own. I got my first 3 sentences. Now I think I'm going to ask at the right time. That's the T, think, ask at the right time. And now I need to signal and work while I'm waiting, so I'll keep kind of thinking about some subjects I can write about. Well, she's just left the Sam's desk, so I think I could raise my hand and she will come and help me. So I'll use the signal and wait for her so I don't waste time. So while I'm waiting, I'll check my first 3 sentences, to see if I did the right punctuation, use the 1 subject, 2 verbs. I'll also check my spelling. Sometimes I have trouble with that. But I've got my hand raised. I'll use my left hand because I'm a right hand. Yep. Oh. Hey, thank you for raising your hand and waiting for me to come to your desk. What can I help you with? Well, now I can use the K step. I just need to know what to say. Okay, what do I want to ask her? Well, teacher, I finished my 3 simple sentences with 1 subject and 2 verbs, but I really can't remember what you meant by the second set. Again, how many subjects and verbs are there when I write the next 3 sentences? Okay, what you need to do is write 3 sentences with 2 subjects and 1 action verb. Oh, I see that you did the first 3 really well, and you remembered to use the right formula, and you did your beginning capitalization and your ending punctuation, so that's really good. Looks like you checked your spelling too. Okay, good job. Okay, now the S step reminds me that I know what to do in order to finish this work on time, because I know that I can supervise myself now that she's given me the right direction. Okay, so I've just modeled for you the focus strategy, and now I know how I expect you to think and act when you use the strategy to manage yourself in our learning community. Do you have any questions about what I did or how to use this strategy? Any questions? Okay, now let's use the focus hand signals to name each step and what you saw me do. And let me know if you didn't see me do something. So the F is free your mind from distractions. Did you see me do that? Yeah, I got rid of that baseball. I organized myself. What did I do to organize myself? Right. I put everything under my desk that I didn't need. So the only thing I had on top of my desk was my paper and my pen. That's all I needed for the assignment. Check the expectations and get started. I reread the classroom expectations, right? You saw me do that? And use help wisely. Well, I wasn't really sure how to finish the second part of the lesson. I thought it through. I knew I'd done the first things right, but I did not know what the directions were. I forgot the directions, and I couldn't really see the board of where the teacher put that. So then I asked my teacher to come and help me, and she was very helpful, right? And then at the end, I supervised myself because I was going to get this assignment done by 1 o'clock. I mean by lunchtime. I didn't want to have to take it home, right? So now let's look at how I use the task sub-steps. Did I think before asking for help? Did I? I really tried to remember what the directions were, and I couldn't do that. I asked at the right time. I waited till she was done working with Sam, and I raised my hand, and while I was waiting for her to come, I corrected my other. I think I had to switch and raise my left hand, which would be okay to do. At first I raised my right hand, but then raised my left hand. Okay? And then I knew what to say. By the time she got to me, I remembered that I needed to ask for the directions over again. Okay. So now in our next lesson, you will all work together to memorize these steps that we've been working on. And we will participate in a rapid fire activity. And then this will help you memorize a step and its meaning, so that you will be able to use it really quickly. Good job today. Thanks for watching me in the model.